In the Bible, a man named Elijah was one of the last prophets of God in Israel. Israel had started to follow other gods and worshipped idols, and God was not happy with them. God sent Elijah to the king of Israel, a man named Ahab. Elijah challenged Ahab to find out who the one true God was, and Ahab agreed to the challenge. Ahab summoned all the people to Mount Carmel and brought 450 prophets of Baal to meet this challenge. When they arrived, Elijah told the people, "How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him, but if Baal is God, then follow him." The people did not say anything. This challenge was that Elijah and the prophets of Baal would each select a bull to sacrifice and place on a platform of wood. Then they would cry out to their God to set fire to the sacrifice. So Elijah let the prophets of Baal go first. They sacrificed their bull and placed it on the altar of wood. The prophets of Baal started to cry out to Baal to light the sacrifice on fire, but there was no response. They started dancing around the altar, but still there was no answer. Eventually, they even started cutting themselves with swords because this was their custom. Even after all this, there was no answer. When it came time for the evening sacrifice, their bull was still sitting there, untouched by fire. Elijah decided that it was his God's turn. He repaired the altar of the Lord and laid the bull on it. Elijah gathered 12 stones for the altar, one each for the tribes of Israel. Then he dug a large trench around the outside of the altar and covered the bull in enough water to completely fill the trench. When he had completed all of these things, he called on the name of the Lord, saying, "Answer me, O Lord. Answer me, so these people will know that you, O Lord, are God, and that you are turning their hearts back again." As soon as Elijah was finished speaking, a fire fell and burned up the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, and even the soil and the water in the trench. When the people of Israel saw this, they cried out, "The Lord, He is God."